At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room, thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills, looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. Thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
I teared it. I think it would have been worse.
Oh, good.
It's not that bad. She says it's just like this.
Yeah, that's positive. That's positive. Let's listen to the afternoon.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
You guys gonna have to think. What? What team is this one?
No, they're not playing.
No, they don't play.
Welcome to this game in the Masters World Cup of Hockey. It's a ladies' game between South Africa and the Netherlands. It's been played in Cape Town at the wonderful West Province Cricket Club venue. It's the second day of play. Teams having started yesterday. And so it's good to see the players out and running. Everybody firing as we go as the Dutch ladies start the game off nice and controlled, holding the ball at the back on this lovely evening in Cape Town. South Africa holding back on the halfway line, employing the traditional half-court press, trying to keep the game under control so they don't get drawn out too far. And sucked into being played out of position. Dutch ladies pushing down the left-hand channel, trying to find some space to move into. Yeah, it's been fantastic to see all these players from around the world in Cape Town playing hockey for the love of the sport. And playing for their country and getting some caps in an all-important World Cup. This tournament being postponed twice over the years due to COVID, and eventually taking place here in Cape Town. Third time lucky. As you see a ball being played down the sideline, just missed, touched on the end there by number 17, Anna Marie Dobela. South Africa playing the ball deep in their own half. And the Dutch pressing with 2 players and a 3rd player arriving on the spot. South Africa have to be wary of this press. The Dutch ladies now get the ball on the edge of the D. Trying to play it forward, but the captain of South Africa, the country of Strover, just picking the ball up. And blocking the channeling. Africa looking to move the ball around here. A lot of Dutch players crowding the channel. South Africa playing in white and the Dutch ladies playing in their blue kit this time, but also the traditional orange socks, always ever present, the color orange somewhere in their kits. The Dutch ladies again just pressing with 2, 3 players all the time, making sure they're applying full pressure to the lady of South Africa. As the ball comes off the South African foot, that rolls away in the distance. This game falls into the over 60 category. So only players over the age of 60 can take part in this. I don't see many people staying fit and healthy at all these ages and keeping playing in the different games they can play. As we see the Dutch driving down the right-hand side through 2 tackles into the circle, trying to find a tuck back, but just losing control of the ball. And South Africa happy to hack the ball on the sideline to try and get the ball out the far side. The Dutch ladies started their campaign yesterday in the pool against the USA. Coming out 3-love on top there, winning that game and getting their maximum points from that match. The South African ladies yesterday started against England, had a tough game, going down 7-love. So I'll be hoping in this game to rectify that score. But as you can see from the game, it's going to be a tight affair, with the Dutch ladies pushing very hard to keep South Africa back in their own 22. As we get a breakaway now, looking down the field to see if we can find a pass option. Nobody close to help out. Unfortunately, the ball just going astray. Lucky break for South Africa that not allowing the advantage. They had the break inside the circle and we're about to take the shot. And call back now for a freed on the outside. Trying to see if they can have a circle inch again on the side. Those ladies playing the backhand, they get the 5-year-olds out. Number 7, Corin Tanaka. Just unable to, South Africa coming away, just bashing the ball down the lines again. Tanaka just running through and getting crash tackled as the ball comes away. South Africa looking for a break, but again, the Dutch pattern of moving all their players across to put the full press on with no spaces, proving very frustrating to play through for the South African ladies. Timika van Villiant on the ball, trying to force her way through. Brenda Piper just blocking the way in to make sure she can't go down that channel. The South African ladies all in there back in the field. It's very compressed. As the ball gets flown across and passes harmlessly over the baseline. Africa trying to find a gap through the line here. Good ball going forward. Forward arriving late, which is always a good sign. Players are coming to fetch the ball. Dutch ladies getting the breakaway now. Just on the blow. There's enough South Africans behind the ball, but still. Jacob Barenson just running down the field with the ball, trying to get it through. Crowd screaming for a tackle to happen, but Barenson just getting tripped up on the edge of the circle. Bit of confusion about where they should be taken. Force the hit on the side of the D. Needs to travel 5 yards before anybody can tackle or make a circle entry, and the ball gets crashed into the circle on the backhand by look like number 7 Parnica on the backhand, just raised and lifted into a player, and that is deemed dangerous. Good switching play from the Dutch ladies, trying to get the ball around the outside. South Africa doing very well to man mark Dutch players in their own 22, so that every pass is under pressure. Just struggling to get the ball out the back every time heading for the long ball, and they've been intercepted by a Dutch lady. Intercept there by Faringish, takes it along the outside. The captain of the Dutch team trying to pull the ball back, losing control, so the umpire not having any sympathy. And now moving forward, Mary Harty with the ball going forward, trying to push it through. Great ball through, right onto the GD. As Barenson picks it up, trying to find the circle entry, but again, South Africa throwing a very good defensive wall up here, blocking the straight ball going in, making sure that no clean shots are taken. And again, they're winning the blow. South Africa playing back deep into their own half. A lot of pressure coming in there from number 5, Barenson. Players need to come and help to see if they can just help the ball be passed. A good strong hit across the D. That is what they need to do. Keep the ball moving. Try and get out of their 22. Again, South Africa won the quick free hit. Just set up the ball again out. Pass overthrown at the top. Umpire not sure which way to blow it. The rules of the defender was there first. Everyone should get the blow. And again, the Dutch ladies plough forward, trying to get something from this. Van Villiant trying to smack the ball into the circle to force the issue, but not being lucky in this camp. Game very congested at the moment. Just needs a bit more ball movement, a bit ball pace to see if they can unlock some of the traps that are set. The Dutch players again pressing all the way in the corner. much, as you can see from the camera angle, got everybody pressed inside the one half of the field. The option definitely must be to try and bring the ball around the back here. Get a bit of ball pace on it. I think the ball pace will be critical. Almost caught in possession there. Needs to keep the ball moving. Little foot there, which will do. Okay, the slower the ball pace, the more time you give the opposition to run and catch up to you. And finally, a long crashing ball out the back to see if you can get the ball going. Just not clear enough steps as they go, so you can play when you go through. South African ladies pick up the ball again to make it happen. Out the link line coming through. This could be a fine. Toss it up, just not catching it as we go. And can they play first foray they've had close to 22. A little bit scrappy, but good tackle then. I think South Africa will be blown up for carrying the ball into the tackling stick. And again, a good movement there because there was positive movement happened. And now the Dutch immediately coming back at South Africa, trying to run the ball out. But as has happened so many times, South African ladies Dutch ladies getting close to circle. Little backhand cross. Giving a bit of a hack as they went through. And yeah, we have.
Get in there, facing the ball.
Dutch ladies on the edge of the D. I wonder if they're going to pick up the option to go across the face. South Africa blocking the whole way there. The ball needs to move 5 yards, and there it is going across. Crashing the ball in, looking for the circle entry, just not getting a clean hit on that. Disappointed with that because the ball was moved really well across the face there, but unfortunately, no circle entry. As the ball goes down the line, and South Africa try and clear it out as they go.
Next job, Celia. Next job.
That's Team Chi. They go to the corner, try and get in there, but just way too many people blocking the way. And the ball going over the baseline
Sally,
for a long corner.
play centre midfield and send Shane over here.
Game very static at the moment. Players just looking for some movement to see where it's going to go. And a good open ball to the free player. Let's put a bit of pressure on, could be fine. Dutch defense high in the field, so if they get the ball down the field and chase it, there's a space. Heather de Bruin is putting the ball in there, trying to find the pass. There could be runners down the field. Just getting the ball tucked under the feet. Umpire deciding which way to give the blow. Stick hook there. Happens every now and then hockey. Quite a difficult call to make. About whose fault it is, but generally depends where the ball pops out. Dutch ladies line up to get a circle entry here. Comes in, the ball gets crossed. Well defended on the line there. Ball pops loose, but it was well defended, not going through. There were Dutch girls waiting for that ball to come through. Nice crunching play over there. Diana Faki just getting stuck in between the Dutch. Tackling sandwich. That brings the end of the first quarter. The game tied at 0-0. The Dutch ladies applying the pressure, but just not finding a way through as the South African defence is resolute. South Africa needs to be looking for more ball on the field, and I hope in the second half, second chuck I should say, the coaching staff give them some outlets. Welcome back as we come back to the game. Netherlands against South Africa in the over range. Got a good ball game through there for the Dutch. Just a good tackle setup. Trying to get the ball game wide, but it's not happening. South Africa just trying to find a gap. And the ball on the middle isn't going to help. The Dutch ladies have got every part of the game sewn up. Trying to get the ball into the circle, they couldn't find an option. Ball gets played out of there. The ball goes around. Dutch ladies being picked up again, trying to move around the outside. South Africa just putting a wall in front of this, trying to hold up the ball game forward. Dutch ladies again looking for the crash ball through the middle. They found it inside the circle. They're just picking it up. If they could just get this ball away from trouble, play down the field. They maybe need a person just a little bit high on the field. Playing ahead of the whistle, they're going to say to them, go back and take the free hit again. South Africa looking just to set up a play to go forward here. Struggling to find a way to cross the halfway line. I think first step would definitely be to kind of make sure they set up some play over the halfway line and maybe some pressure on the Dutch game at the back. But as you see, every time we come away with the ball, this SA ladies get picked up and they get pushed back into space again. And last run through from Dutch again. They're going to get very irritated with this, but eventually they win themselves their first short corner of the match. It feels like any probability, but after more than a quarter of the game, and the Dutch ladies ambushing the whole time, they've now eventually earned their first short corner. And let's see what they can come up with this variation.
Room 5, masuk dalam kiri sampai dekat shower, almost near the shower already. Alright.
SA ladies setting up with a traditional 2-2 defense. Looks like a Dutch strike coming in. Nice ball out. Slip to the left. And a mistrap. This means the SA ladies get out of there quite easily. As the player goes down the line, the crowd encouraging South Africa to keep going. South Africa getting to the halfway line, which is important. Trying to get the ball further forward. As the umpire says, there was a hack on the stick there. And South Africa get a chance to move the ball down the field. And umpire calling for another hack. Loose ball in the air just means that people are flying sticks all the way. Unfortunate error. And there we have the Dutch ladies on the attack. This could be a 1v1 against the keeper. Going around, trying to pull it to the open goal. And then it goes. First goal of the game. Very deft skill, pulling the ball up front there. Rounding the keeper. Taking the time to take it on the forehand to make sure that scored into the open goal. Jacoba Barnson in the goal scorer. And setting up the match now so that the Dutch ladies go 1-0 up in this match. And we're in the middle of the second quarter. And South Africa pushing the ball forward. The first time they've actually got high in the field. This could be a good opportunity. Crossing the 22. Looking the ball out quickly, passing the baseline. Jeff touching the baseline. Unfortunately, just a small loss of control. And the first foray into the circle for South Africa. Gaining strides, and the more they do this, the more confidence they'll gain going forward. Netherlands coming out the back. A lot of scrap hockey game backwards and forwards. Janssen just pushing the ball against the foot to get the free hit and then running off to let one of the defenders come and take the ball, and again bash down the line straight through everything. About, and their team talks about methods to come out of these trouble situations. They just don't have anybody in the pocket to pass through in the next level. When they do try and pass there, it gets picked up by the Dutch. He gets a cracking shot off. That was phenomenal by Janssen on the edge of the D. Just let the ball trickle into the circle. Good skill, and then catching it very cleanly, just pulling it slightly to the left. Good place to aim because the sun is shining to the keeper's eyes at that point. No success there. Another ball crashed over the baseline. Not sure if there was a runner there, but I think South Africa had all the people marked, and therefore the Netherlands could not find a pass through, and the ball went over the baseline. Again, just looking for that. There's a person that arrived in the pocket. That was exactly what we called for. Just needs one player to arrive in the pocket that they can pass to. You can then turn it and move to the next pocket. And if South African ladies get the ball first, they'll turn out, move the ball down the field, and start getting some value for their money. Good pressure there from Brenda Piper. Just keeping the channel blocked. Big switch coming, intercept, a perfect intercept. We've got a 1v1 going forward. This is a good chance for Heather de Bruin. If she can pull the trigger, ball running away, trying to pull it back. Flicks the ball into the open space, and it's a dangerous ball because it wasn't on target. There was a chance she had there to hit the ball at goals, and the ball just trickled away. The crowd really got excited, and that build up. First foray that down the field, a great intercept. Just needed an early shot or a low flat pass across the D, and there might have been a chance for a goal scoring opportunity. South Africa now with another intercept. High on the field, looking for the pass. Brenda Piper just been hassled from behind. She can run to the ball now. She can run to the ball and make it live. She does. And now comes the circle entry, cracks it in. And nobody touches the ball, unfortunately. Goes over the back. A very good cross, but nobody's expecting it. I just needed a faint deft touch to knock it into the goal, and South Africa would be on the scoreboard. Now pressing hard, trying to keep the Dutch back in there in 22. Needs to block out all the exits. Very hard, picks it up, trying to turn it around. Keeping the pressure on them. It looks like South Africa have just got their tails up a little bit in the wind here. Crowd gene them along, having the home crowd advantage behind them. Still 7 minutes left in the quarter, so lots of time to go in this match. And a good foray going forward, just catching the foot. Ball coming out, Brenda Piper stepping on it. The ball going through, just going to drive for the circle. A little bit of a soft backhand there, keeping the ball strong seems to be the priority now. South Africa applying lots of pressure. By deciding that South Africa blow there, but again, a lot of the Dutch players in the channel one. The ball can just be moved sideways slightly. Ball gets played directly to the circle, and the ball gets popped up and deemed as Africa popped up to make it dangerous. South Africa applying all the pressure on the side, just trying to keep the ball here. They win it again. Exciting hockey, try to turn in and just caught a bit of a head knock. Nobody's fault. Head blows always the worst thing to see. And the crash ball going in. Hits a foot on the edge. Umpire could have played advantage, but just calls them back. The free hit on the edge of the circle. Ball has to be 5 yards before it can enter the circle. It moves the required 5 yards. There comes the entry. Catches a stick, but there's advantage now. Bit of confusion about whose ball it is. Ball being pushed in. South Africa trying to find a short corner. And the goalkeeper definitely kicking the ball along the baseline. Forcing the ball out. Lovely patch of play here for South Africa. They were defending heavily in the first quarter, just holding out, and I think the belief systems come forward now that they can see if they give the game a run here, they might end up with a chance. The ball gets switched right across the field and down the sideline. Long through ball being played. Inga Holtrop just making the lead, but unfortunately just unable to get there in time. Very good set play there from the Dutch ladies, passing the ball out wide and then down the line into space. And the second pass again into space. Got them from on the edge of their D all the way into the South African D. 22. A transfer play important to make sure you get out of trouble and don't get bogged down. South Africa might be thinking about placing somebody to block that transfer ball from happening. Put a bit more pressure on it, maybe intercept it like they did last time. They seem to have got lots of value from the intercept ball. Coming out, and here comes the transfer. Holtrop just making it cross to an open play on the inside. A little deft skill coming on the inside, and the other one never got a backhand shot. Unfortunately, just gets caught up in the turf.
Yeah. Okay, yes,
hit the ball, but hit the person's foot instead. Calling for obstruction, but umpire not sympathetic to that as the ball rolls in onto a South African foot. Very unfortunate play there. And the Dutch get their second short corner. Around 3 minutes left in this half of play. It's a crucial few minutes. South Africa don't want to go down 2-0. Keeping the scoreline slim going to the second half just means your chances get better. It's the Dutch lineup. South Africa again with the traditional 2-2 run out. Ball gets knocked out, stopped. A ball slid out to the right for the zigzag option. A crashing shot across the face of the goal. Hits an unfortunate South African stick and deflects in for an own goal. Looks like it's the same player as last time that scored the first goal. Jacobsen is getting the ball across. Cracking the ball in to extend the Dutch lead to 2 goals. Apologies, it was Panaka who scored the goal. The cross came across, did deflect of a South African stick. And trickled into the South African goal. Tails up a little bit, trying to push forward. The setting sun causing problems for the players' eyes, but something they've got to deal with. Just over a minute left in this half of hockey. South Africa trying to ensure they don't give away any more territory, and there we got a great breakthrough coming out. Jacobsen breaking through, playing the ball in the circle. Getting themselves a long corner as they play the ball back. The Dutch ladies will be trying to find a firing ball here. See if they can get it across. Good play out wide. As it rock and rolls into the side. So intercept. Perfect play. If they can just get the ball on the field to run on the clock. There's 40 seconds left. Lots of pressure on South Africa in this corner. Deft skill to try and keep it in a possession. And they get the free hit to relieve the pressure. That brings to end the second quarter of this match. Netherlands leading 2-0 against South Africa. closely fought affair. South Africa had a chance where they could have equalised the score, but just missed it, unfortunately. Conceded near the end of that half. 2 love, and we'll see for the second half.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe, and ready to host you.
We are fascinated by the mindsets and the habits that make individuals and teams perform at another level. Let us be your thought partners and transformational coaches. Are you part of a team and you are wanting to gain insight into what ingredients need to be in the mix to take your team to a whole new level of performance? Partner with us. We want to be your transformational coaches.
Welcome back. We're at Cape Town, South Africa for this World Cup Masters hockey match between South Africa and Netherlands in the O60 category. It's the second pool game for these two teams. The Dutch ladies currently 2-love up in this match, having two great goals put away. South Africa having their chances, but just unable to capitalize for the time being. As the Dutch ladies go on the front foot. Barnson just getting ahead there, but a great tackle by South Africa. The characteristic of this match has been the good defensive work by South Africa to stop the Dutch from coming through and getting short corners and circle entries. In fact, of all the circle entries, the Dutch have had only 2 short corners ensuing. Unfortunately, one of those ending up in a goal. South Africa holding back like they have done for a lot of this game, trying to see if they can set up a press. Again, some of the key players, the Dutch Jacoba Barnson, number 5, finding their way through quite often, and a definitely a player to watch and try and contain. Stevena Janssen as well, number 8, who's putting the pressure on now. Lots of work in front, trying to make sure that South Africa can't get out of the back. Just alone, just trying to find the pass. Goes all the way back. And needs to come out. Very good clearance. This is what South Africa needed in the first half. Some transfer ball to make sure that they don't go down the same channel the whole time and open up some channels to move down. Very hard to just give them the ball. But unfortunately, a bit of loss of control. And the Netherlands will give the ball back in the midfield. Wide ball open. Just on the line, just trying to mop up the ball in the corner, a bit of pressure. And again, the Dutch ladies putting the press on, but a nice big ball that got out of that one. On the paper, trying to put the pressure on the front. The Netherlands finding the ball on the sideline. Just picking up the ball and then running into the trouble. As South Africa play the ball dangerously back, it gets intercepted. There could be a chance here, trying to turn and shoot, but the short corner is given. No advantage played there. Janssen would have probably asked if he could have the shot. Nevertheless, the Dutch earned their 3rd short corner of the match. The first of this half. South Africa have to defend it again. Karinga looks like it's going to be the trapper. One option left, 2 options right. The favoured option is usually to the right. Ball gets hit out, stopped, slips to the right like we predicted. And now again the shot on target, and a beautiful shot on target. Accurately knocked into the goal by Jacoba Barenson. Her second goal of the match. And again, a very, very neatly struck goal. You can see from the camera angle behind that. The line was there, it was just neatly struck in the right direction. And all it needed was accuracy, which it had in spades. Netherlands 3, South Africa 0. And the Dutch suddenly finding a bit of space and room to play of some South African mistakes. South Africa now pushing forward. Heading towards the corner flag, but just need to turn the corner and get the ball game goal bound. Ball getting crossed in. This could be a great chance if somebody could just get their ball on the edge of that. But as often happens from one side of the field, they set to the contact, but a great intercept. South Africa just holding onto the ball in the midfield, trying to find an option as the crowd gets very supportive on the sideline. Brenda Paper just trying to find her way through, but closely guarded by a couple of players. The collision ensuing, more out of just tripping over each other's sticks. Issa Milan passing the ball out. Good tactic it is. They can just move the ball quickly, not hold it up in a channel. There's a collision on field, which again is interesting. Again, two players running close together, just getting the ankles caught. Again, South Africa doing the top ball, just trying to find what they need. Issa Milan down the line, dragging the ball behind her. A little bit too much pressure. From Janssen. You can see a bit of bodily contact with the hand on the back. Milan looking on the line, but now decided to switch it. South Africa driving the ball. Can they find the gap? Looking for the gap. Ball gets played through. Paper gets the ball, tries to pull it back into a player. Gets the free hit, but it's just outside the circle. She'd love to get the ball in the circle to one of her fellow players to get some value out of her attack. Nice big crowd on the sideline tonight, full of local supporters, all coming down to cheer on their team. Not often they get to experience World Cup hockey in South Africa, and so any reason to come down or give a cheer or a shout, they're all down in spades. Again, South Africa just getting close to the 22, but not getting a definite circle entry. They would need to get more in there to get some short corners and some shots on target. At the moment, just stopping short of the mark as the Dutch come down, playing a beautiful 45 ball. But again, Issa Milan doing a great job on this side of the field. Looking up, trying to find her pass to Mary Hardy, but just playing the ball a little bit too strong on the leg side.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much thinking about what is about to go down. That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much thinking about what is about to go down. That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
no, I think it's
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
moving around nice and neatly, stringing a couple of passes together. Hockey always looks so smart when 4 or 5 or 6 passes are strung together. It is a team game, and that's fantastic to see. Long ball across the field, bouncing loose. But anyway, looking over the ball, this could be a good touch. Swinging tackle there, but just couldn't get the ball. Never to run through the goal. I think one of the people in the crowd expected it to get through there, get some value for the attacking run. The brave tackle just knocking the ball away. Lots of patience to move the ball around the back. Patience and confidence. Keeping the ball away from South Africa. Great vibe on the side of the field tonight. Coming to watch and spectate and hear that. Still 8 minutes left in this match to see if either team can still get another goal on the scorecard. Ball going astray. This could be interesting. That's having a run in the circle. Trying to find the edge. There it goes in. South Africa trying to clear the ball away. This could be messy. But the ladder comes and some relief. Yellow card being given for the play not retreating. They're required 5 yards before the fit happens. Quite a harsh card for this time of the game, but looked like it was intentional. Play number 14, Murray Reynolds, taking the personal penalty there for not retreating the 5 yards when the feet was taken. And South Africa now have a chance to play with the player up. The question is finding where that space is with the extra player, creating small 2v1s across the field. Not being caught in the back. And a slight error there. Right on the edge of an accidental collision. The South African ladies helping up the Dutch lady. Not sure what happened there. I think both players weren't watching each other and they were running towards the same area of the field. Ball gets moved forward on the far side of the circle. This is going to have a definite chance. The cracking shot comes in, trickles across the face. That was a really good save there from, look like Sharon Bennett. Important defensive save with the ball popped up and he trickled away. But again, a good circle entry, not down the route one, slightly wider, creating the space and then getting the good crack off. Train was trying to force away the circle there, but been stopped in the space. Circle maybe from the right, just trying to force the short corner, but the umpire calling back. Saying that the first infringement was the one that mattered. Ball being switched across the circle. Loose ball. This is where normally teams would want to find a short corner. The ball's in the circle, it's very congested. Look at the shot off. But circle is congested. There are lots of feet lying around to play onto. Corner and get a free shot when everybody gets out the way. Come on, a big clack of a stick there, brave tackle. Conacher was shooting. So they're crossing the ball and the defenders stepping in and playing strong. Great cross ball across the field. 3 players wide open. Need to be direct. Ball goes forward. Needs another touch. Just needs one more touch to go forward. And the umpire the advantage away. So 4 minutes to go in this quarter. And then it's still 3-love up. Across the field. Need to go forward from here to see if they can get some advantage. Going back, put them under pressure. Judge finding Barrington again. He's very agile on the ball. Often looking to her carry the ball forward. Probing to see where she can go. Play the ball out to the left, but nobody ahead of the ball. Bit of confusion about who knocked it out. Ball being pushed on the back. Again, it's his ball place. The ball needs to move quickly to create the opening. Unfortunately, that's Paxton arriving. Feringa just blocking off the ball going through.
So the guys that finished early have gone into front. Eleanor and Jason have done it. So assume I'm not part of it. If you're in the bar when I get back,
again. Direct runs happening here that South Africa have been really, really good at tonight, blocking and making some really good tackles. Can never be underestimated, is it? People in the way. Not always clean and pretty, but it has frustrated this Dutch side, and they've been unable to get to the circle as clean as they would like. The score still says 3-love, but South Africa will be proud of their defensive effort to trying to keep the score down from a Dutch ladies team that has been pushing them really hard. Not just that, they've created some opportunities as well. Could there be one last foray as the ball gets thrown forward? Neatly intercepted. A little bit of time on the clock to see if they can run ball forward. Some players ahead of the ball. Good pass, little touch and it could be in yet. Unfortunately, just missing the ball as she extends the stick. Ball rolling away. Wind down there. Good Masters of the game. Been day 2 of hockey at the Club. As the Netherlands win this game 3-love. And head back. We'll see you against round.
Thank you, tip table.
We are fascinated by the mindsets and the habits that make individuals and teams perform at another level. Let us be your thought partners and transformational coaches. Are you part of a team and you are wanting to gain insight into what ingredients need to be in the mix to take your team to a whole new level of performance? Partner with us. We want to be your transformational coaches.